The engines of the Northwestern Railway want to feel responsible, reliable, and really useful. They work hard to complete their jobs on time, but sometimes they work so hard that their axles ache. Gordon, the big engine, loves to pull the express and is proud of being the only engine strong enough to do it. But recently, the express has been getting more heavier than usual. Summer had arrived, and with more and more people visiting the railway, more trains had to be scheduled, which meant that Gordon would have to work even more harder than ever before.
Hurry, hurry, hurry! The passengers are relying on me to be on time, and so does the fat controller. Get in quickly, please. Make way for the express!
One evening, Gordon arrived back late at the sheds, feeling exhausted.
Oh, hello, Gordon. How was your run with the express today?
Oh, going well, as usual. A bit tiring, but I still managed to keep up to time. Although there were a few extra runs that I had to do.
I'll say, you look very haggard by the sound of it. Are you feeling alright, Gordon?
Yes, Bear. I'm fine, thank you. Sure, there are more people visiting Sodor, but it's still no match for me. I've got it perfectly under control.
You poor engine. Can't keep up with the times now, are you? Maybe you should consider yourself retiring if you're getting that worn out.
Pah! I may be tired, but I'm not growing that old, James. After all, I've been pulling expresses for years, and I never had a single breakdown. As I said before, hard work brings up a good appetite.
I had to agree with yon Bear. You need to take it a wee bit easy on yourself without pushing too hard. But then again, it's better to be kept busy than being idle all the time. I kinda agree with you, Donny. If I hadn't escaped, I would have had to suffer the cutter's torch like any other steam engine for that matter, and I wouldn't have come to work here on Sodor alongside my twin.
I know what you mean, Douglas. Even though I was almost close to being cut up after more bigger and powerful engines took over the work of me and my siblings. I'm glad to be working here.
As I am, my class was deemed non-standard back on British railways, and I'm too was going through the same fate as my siblings before coming here. Having it not being for Henry or the Fat Controller giving me a second chance, I would have had to face an uncertain future.
Even so, we could use another engine to help out with all the increasing workload we've been given recently. Maybe a new express engine for one thing, seeing as how Gordon is becoming too tired for that sort of work now.
Rubbish! I'm still the pride of the line. I don't need another engine to take my place at the head of the express. Oh, no.
Well, I'd love to stay and chat some more, but I got to go and take the midnight goods. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Bear collected the midnight goods from Knapford Station and headed off towards the mainland. As he purred along, he couldn't help thinking about his earlier conversation he had with the other engines, and about Gordon. He had been feeling ragged over the past couple of days. Of course, he, James, and Henry had helped to take it in turns at pulling the express on a few occasions, but even they have their own work to do. So maybe, just maybe, he thought, the railway could use a new express engine. Behind the midnight goods tonight were some scrap trucks that had to go with the train to be dropped off at Barrow's scrapyard. A little later, Bear had arrived on time. The station master was waiting for him.
I'm sorry to report this, but there isn't a shunter available to take your train away. You'll have to shunt the trucks into the yard and move away the scrap trucks you've just brought to another siding yourself.
It's alright, sir. No problem.
After marshalling away his goods train first, Bear came back for the scrap trucks and shunted them away to one of the scrapyard sidings. As he slowly made his way through the dark area, however, he couldn't help but feel a little uneasy. The sounds of the lonely scrapyard and the sight of all the lifeless engines sent a chill down to his frames.
Oh, this place does look very creepy here at night. I can see why no one of the other engines like going here. Good thing I've been headed for home if it's not sooner.
Eek!
Huh? What? Who's that?
Oh no, it's the end. I am done for.
Driver, did you hear that? That voice seems to be coming from one of the sidings.
You're right, Bear. I'll go and investigate. The driver climbed out and went over to look. He returned shortly. Well, Bear, it looks like you're about to make an interesting find.
Really? What could that be?
Bear's driver slowly moved his engine backwards. And when he stopped, there, to the High McDiesel's surprise, right in front of him on the other track just behind the pile of scrap, was a big, rusty and grimy steam engine he had never seen before. The engine had a dark green livery clearly visible among the rust and an air-smooth casing design. She also looked very frightened, wondering what Bear might do next.
Hello there. I'm Bear. Who are you?
My name is Rebecca. Are you going to take me away for scrap?
Of course not. Why would I be? I would never scrap a fellow engine of any kind.
Oh well, thank goodness. I never met a diesel who's quite friendly before, actually. Although that growl did give me a fright.
Oh, yeah, that was my engine, you see. It always happens to me sometimes, but not a lot. If I may ask though, what are you doing here, and how long have you been here?
Well, it's a long story really, but to be quite honest, I've been sitting here in this siding for years. Prior to that, I used to work on the Southern region with many of my siblings right up to the end of my stint when I was withdrawn at Brighton Works, the place where I was built. I sat there for a few years with several other engines that are here to be broken up. I was very scared.
But then, how did you end up here?
It was when two kind workmen came and repaired me.
I didn't know what was going on until they told me they didn't want me to see me and other engines get scrapped, and they're going to take me someplace called the island of Sodor, where steams can be still run freely. We usually ran at night, and we were going so well for a while with no run-ins and all, until...
Until?
Halfway towards the end of our destination, we were suddenly caught by a suspecting diesel and began chasing us. We ran as fast as we could to avoid it, but then I ran out of coal and water and I got no steam left. The two men ran for their lives to avoid getting caught, and the diesel then took me here to this scrapyard. I didn't see the two men afterwards, and that's how I ended up here.
You poor engine. That must be very hard for you.
It was. Most of the other diesel who came here teased me and called me names saying how I'm good for nothing. I don't know if I'm able to reach Sodor now. I don't think anyone else would want me.
Actually, Rebecca, I think there's still a chance for you to reach Sodor. I'm heading back there right now, so I'll be very glad to get you out of here.
Really? You're from Sodor too?
Yes, indeed. The island of Sodor is safe havens for all kinds of engines, steam, diesel, and electric. And we do need another engine to help out with the heavy workload.
Oh, that would be wonderful. Thank you so much, Bear.
No problem, but we must work quickly.
So Bear's driver worked fast, writing out transit labels and chalked scrap everywhere he could around Rebecca. When they were ready, Bear buffered up to her, and off they went.
I'm still scared, Bear. What if someone might see us?
Don't worry if any other diesel comes near you. I'll just growl at them.
But as they were about to clear the yard, they were stopped where a foreman was there.
Hello, what's this? Wait a minute. Is that a Bullard Line Pacific engine? What are you doing with that then?
It's all right, sir. She belongs to us. You can see for yourself. The driver handed out the transfer papers and the foreman inspected them.
Seems in good order. Right, you're good to go, driver. Boy, who's that piece of scrap you're taking with?
Eek!
On second thought, never mind then.
Phew! That was too close.
Presently, they rolled over the Vickerstown Bridge and onto Northwestern Metals again.
Well, here we are. The island of Sodor. You'll be safe here now.
Oh, brilliant! But do you think any of the other engines here will be pleased to see me?
Of course they will. They are more happy to welcome newcomers. Or at least a few of them. But I'm sure you'll get acquainted with them momentarily.
It was dawn when they arrived at Croven's Gate Steamworks. Bear shunted Rebecca into an empty siding out of the way behind the building.
There you go, Rebecca. You'll be alright here. Until I can speak with our controller to see if there's any work he might have for you.
Okay, Bear. Thank you for helping me. You're a good friend.
It's my pleasure. I got to go now, or the others will be wondering where I am.
Rebecca said goodbye as Bear purred away. When he arrived back at Knapford Station, he saw the fat controller there, along with Douglas, who was taking a passenger train.
Excuse me, sir, but can I have a word with you, please?
Oh, of course, Bear. What is it that you want to tell me, And Bear told the Fat Controller all about Rebecca. Both he and Douglas were surprised and delighted. Ugh, and I thought rescuing Oliver, Isabel, and Toll from scrap was a near thing, but you've certainly made an enterprising effort for a young engine who wouldn't have made it here. Indeed. I am proud of you, Bear. Rebecca will soon be a part of our fleet. You are a really useful and brave diesel.
Thank you, sir. Glad I could help a fellow engine indeed.
Later that day, the Fat Controller drove to the steamworks to find two workmen looking all around Rebecca.
Well, I'm not pretty sure how it got here, but I think we should inform Sir Topham Hatt about this.
That won't be necessary, you two. Here I am. So, you're the engine Bear rescued from scrap last night, I presume?
Yes, I am, sir. I'm Rebecca.
Very pleased to meet you, Rebecca. My name is Sir Stephen Topham Hatt, Controller of the NWR.
Nice to meet you as well, sir.
Now, these repairs will only take a few weeks, but once you are mended, I am sure you will work hard and be a credit to me.
Oh, sir, does this mean I get to be back in service again?
Indeed you are. You're just the sort of engine I need to help on the main line as my new express engine.
Oh, yes, sir. Thank you very much. I'm really looking forward to work on your railway.
You're welcome, Rebecca. With that, the Fat Controller went inside the steamworks to talk with Victor and Kevin. Rebecca was very happy, even though her life on the other railway may have been daunting, but thanks to her new friend Bear, her new life on Sodor would be a fresh new start. But I shan't say any more, or else I would spoil the next story.